Coaching is having clarity in your thoughts to take a better decision in what you want to do in life. Coaching actually helped me in understanding giving up is not an answer. Trying to stay in the space and trying to make things work is an answer. So I'm so grateful for coaching that it helped me have patience. It helped me realize how I can value others, their decision also. How your life is depends on the relationship that you have with yourself first. If you are able to be kind, good, confused, yet have some clarity, it defines your other relationships very beautifully. Having clarity as to how do you want to be seen in a relationship is very, very important. That builds, based on that, a lot of other things, other qualities will get built up. Respect, listening, communication. These are the three basic things that I can think of right now. My priority is how can I be better today than yesterday?
Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Clarity podcast. Today, we have a relationship coach, Veena Murthy, with us. She's an entrepreneur turned life coach and transformation coach. She's a certified coach from International Coaching Federation US. She has an amazing, calm and composed personality. She holds the coaching space so effortlessly. In this episode, we discuss about the career transformation from entrepreneurship to executive coaching. What is coaching? How coaching can help people? How to manage relationship? How to balance between all the relationships? How to manage time? And most importantly, what is life fulfillment in this materialistic world? Let's jump straight into the conversation. Hello everyone, this is Rakesh, your coach, author, speaker, and career transformation expert. Welcome to my podcast, Let's Talk Clarity. Let's Talk Clarity, in which we discuss about career transformation, productivity, and life fulfillment. Let's start the episode and talk clarity. So, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Clarity. And today is a special episode where my friend, my close colleague in the coaching journey, she's with us, and she's actually a businesswoman, you can say, and entrepreneur, and turned into a coach, life coach, relationship coach, transformation coach. And basically, she's into relationship coaching more than anything else. And we'll dive deeper into the what is the transformation, how it has happened. But before that, let's welcome Veena. Welcome to the show, Veena.
Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. You've been a part of my journey, and I'm blessed to have you as my colleague.
Thank you. Same here for me also. We are together in this journey from last 1.5 years. And I know a little bit of about your journey, this transformation, and from running a successful business, and how it has turned into a coaching. But let's hear from you where this journey started and how this transformation has happened into the coaching world.
That's a very good question, Rakesh. I have been in business from 1997 till date, and I started off with my aesthetic clinic and a salon in 2004. I cater only to women. And having said that, I have clients for nearly 19 years who are with me. And what happens is when we are working together, we tend to exchange a lot of words, a lot of conversation happens, and it's on more so personal front. So when I have been interacting with my clients, they shared so many things where at one stage I felt a bit helpless because I could not support them in any which ways. So the next thing I could think of as a therapy. So I did my MA in psychology, specialized in clinical psychology, but I somewhere felt this is not my calling. So that's when I started exploring how can I support my clients where I can help them understand themselves better. So that's when I dived into coaching. And I can say today that coaching is my calling. And I enjoy each and every conversation that I have with my clients today. I can create a space for them where they can comfortably talk to me, share everything. And then we also end up having some kind of a clarity with what they are speaking. So I would say my clients are my inspiration.
Wow, that's amazing. You have articulated this answer that it is your calling, and the destiny pushed you into coaching, and you just went with the flow. And your clients, even in the saloon business, they literally pushed you into coaching business, and there was something inside you which totally driven by this, and that's amazing. So how was this journey? Means so it was that from saloon to coaching. So
Yeah.
the transformation is always messy sometime, and sometimes it's a dual-edged sword that whether to continue with the business or whether to do something out of it, and it needs time and energy to change or to do some transformation. So how you managed this transformation, and what was your main takeaways of this journey?
When I started off, Rakesh, with the coaching journey, I was very confused. I was all over the place. What I did not understand was how do I prioritize what I want to do. Having said that, I somehow learned to balance because both are my calling. I cannot leave my clients at Callista. Neither can I. I didn't want to give up on coaching as well because coaching was always like trying to ask for more of my time because there is so much of internal work that I have to do with myself. And as I started off my journey, it was very, very confusing, chaotic. And I used to get scared at time. Would I be able to balance both? But as 6 months into my journey, I understood that coaching needs more of my time into it because there's lot of reflection. There is a lot of things that I understood about myself. I did not know all these things, or I would rather say I knew that I was like this. But, it was confusing for me because I never questioned those things about me. So when I started writing down things, jotting down points and all those things, that's when I realized, okay, this is exactly what I am, who I am. What am I trying to run away from? A very simple example, I will not be so open with a client to begin with if I don't know them. But when I say I'm not open with a client, I have to create a space to understand them, right? So then I started listening, started understanding what is their requirement. And then I started transforming slowly and gradually. How has the journey been? I would say fantastic. Fantastic. It's an amazing journey. I can say today, I know myself better than what I knew about myself then. I'm better placed.
Wow, that's quite deep answer, and quite deeply you have summarized. But there are two, three things which I picked up from your answer is that coaching is an internal journey, and you knew yourself, but now you know yourself better. So what is coaching? Means if someone asks as a new person started to ask, what is this coaching, and how it is open yourself, and how it is an internal journey, because coaching is two people, two clients. So how it is an internal journey?
To begin with, your first question is, what is coaching? Coaching is having clarity in your thoughts to take a better decision in what you want to do in life. To begin with, I would like to give my own example. There was a time during COVID where I had to decide what to do with Callista because we were not even breaking even at that point in time. And at the same time, I started with my coaching. If it was an earlier me, I would have said, let me just close down because there's nothing coming out of it. I'm not able to break even. What helped me during coaching actually helped me in understanding giving up is not an answer. Trying to stay in the space and trying to make things work is an answer. I don't think I would have taken this decision of continuing with Calista if I was not in coaching. So, coaching got me more clarity about how do I pursue this matter further? What am I looking at? And why am I looking at giving up? These were the three questions that I asked myself because that was a pandemic time and it was very easy for me to give in and say, okay, let me just give up now. So, with the help of coaching and my self realization, I did pose this question to my team members who have been with me for 19 years. They have given their 19 years of their life to me. So I felt it would be right on my part to pose this question to them. Let them take a decision, and I'm going to be a part of whatever they decide. It cannot be my decision alone. Yeah. Because they've given their 19 years of their life. There is something there. So what I did was I definitely posed this question to them. This is the scenario. We are not breaking even. If you're okay with it, we will continue the journey. Else I'm willing to close down. So they took a day's time. They all got back to me and they said, no, ma'am, it's okay. I know we will not be paid full salary, but let's continue the journey. So I'm so grateful for coaching that it helped me have patience. It helped me realize how I can value others, their decision also. So when they told that, I can say very proudly, today we are able to break even. And I owe this journey to coaching and my team and the realization that I had when I started reflecting. So you can understand where this is coming from,
Wow.
So it has helped me immensely to know myself better. If I don't know myself better, I think I will take wrong decisions.
So that was quite a deep answer to a deep question, actually. Coaching is, so I have also done this executive coaching, but it is still a very difficult question when someone asks me, what is coaching? You handled it very beautifully. And actually, in this whole scenario, what I have just gathered is that COVID has somehow pushed everyone to think again, introspect, and change their beliefs, change their belief system, and rewrite those beliefs in a certain way. And as you rightly said, the coaching is all about to never give up and to have clarity of thoughts. This I really liked it. And let's take it forward and understand. Means after the coaching and executive coaching, you started your niche in relationship coaching. So how that you got that niche and how you started with the relationship process?
Very interesting question, Rakesh. Thank you for asking this question. See, as I mentioned earlier, I have clients who are my friends today. The reason why we have created that space of friendship is because they shared so much about their relationship. So I was very curious why certain relationship fails and why does certain relationship are so beautifully balanced and conducted. What is it ingredients that works between two people, whether it is personal or professional? What are the ingredients that works in a relationship that you can have somebody to lean on, somebody to share your joy and happiness and sorrows? What is that works in a relationship? Like, I would give my own example. The relationship that I have with my team is totally different from the relationship that I have with my family. The relationship that I have with my friends, my clients is again totally different. So how am I managing all this relationship or balancing all this relationship? And what is making me who I am in a relationship? It is the same me, but I am having so many relationships that I have to balance. So what is the ingredients that works here? That created a lot of curiosity when I went through so many of my clients who were dating, would like to move forward, would like to go in with breakups or divorce or having a difference of issues, thought process. This is what created my curiosity. So I would conclude that by saying that how your life is depends on the relationship that you have with yourself first. If you are able to be kind, good, confused, yet have some clarity, it defines your other relationships very beautifully.
So this part I really like, that confusion and clarity has to be there. Both has to be there to have. Once the confusion comes, then only the clarity will come.
Yes, that's true.
But this answer made me more curious about relationship, and because I find it very difficult to balance out relationship in my office, in my family, in my friends, and with myself, and every relationship wants my time and energy, and it's quite difficult to manage it sometimes. So let me ask you that what are the basic ingredient or top three ingredient to balance out the relationship circle?
Okay. Rakesh, before I answer that question, can I ask one question to you? Is there a possibility?
Yes, sure, go ahead.
So I heard you say there are so many things that people want from me in a relationship. I would like to ask you a question. What are the three ingredients that you want from yourself when it comes to all these relationships?
For me, basically, I want love. I want acceptance, and acceptance means that non-judgmental attitude.
Correct.
And the third thing is support in my journey, support in my day-to-day task or my long-term goals. So that is the three things I crave for. Yeah.
Fantastic. You've given my answers.
So
what you said is what you're looking at is where, in my own words, if I could put it across, I would like to be accepted the way how I am. Is the basic. So when somebody has to accept you the way how you are you transparent? Are you showing up the way how you want to be accepted? So if there lies your answer,
Great. This was crazy because I have interviewed so many people, but I have answered my own question that has happened for the first time in my podcast. So that's the power of coaching, and where the answers lies within, and the client or customers, they're already having those answers, but somehow they want to listen from someone else, and or they want to have a stamp that KBC Amitabh Bachchan told them lock kar diya jaye. So someone has to lock for myself or for clients.
Yeah.
So that's the power of coaching, and I could totally relate to these three things. And I'm still amazed that these three things, the main learning comes from my own statement. So that was crazy.
But I'm glad that we reached somewhere with that. So if I could take the conversation further and tell you the basics of having a healthy relationship is having clarity as to how do you want to be seen in a relationship is very, very important. That builds, based on that, a lot of other things, other qualities will get built up. Respect, listening, communication. These are the three basic things that I can think of right now. And when you know yourself well, you're not going to judge the other person. So that goes without saying.
Wow, that was crazy and important aspect of relationship. And when you were told that so many relationship, you mainly talk about dating, you talk about breakups, you talk about husband-wife relationship more.
Yeah.
So what percentage of clients have relationship issues when it comes to spouse or when it comes to partners, and how to maneuver this relationship? Because I saw people takes granted your spouses, and that relationship is very I can say important relationship in a life, but still we take it for granted, or we give less importance, and we give more importance to our work, to our callings, to our friends, or whatever we can say. Means sometimes that happens. And do you say that husband relationship troubles are more, and the clients which come to you are having mainly issues about spouse relationship?
In my experience so far, Rakesh, what I have seen is the difference of opinion comes is when you don't agree with the other person. You can always agree to disagree and you can come to a conclusion, have an open conversation, and try to make things work amicably. I don't think that in a relationship between a husband and wife, they don't take each other for granted. They don't. They cannot afford to take it because, that is the foundation of themselves. So they are going to build upon that. What happens is, as you as you go on with life, the priorities changes. The priorities. See, you get married, you have kids. What happens with the woman is that she's completely with the child. So what happens with the husband is he might feel neglected also sometimes. So it depends on each individual how much of what you're going to prioritize and come together and try to have a conversation as to what is happening.
So
You are husband and wife first. The next thing is your parents. So come to the roots of your relationship. Come down there, make some time, sit quietly beside each other. That's more than enough. You don't have to talk. You don't have to communicate after certain years of spending time together.
so that was important, that at least we should sit with ourselves and for 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour with ourselves. And sometimes it is very difficult to take out this small time also, because everyone is busy, and there are kids, the parents, and there are maid issues, and a lot of things comes out. And even it is difficult to get time for yourself and your spouses. But here, I just heard that we have to have a good relationship with self also. So how one can understand this thing? Means someone new, and how can he or she understand what is the relationship with self, and how to bring clarity with this relationship?
A very deep question, Rakesh. To begin with, I understand that everybody are busy. As you say, there is office duty, parent duty, domestic duty that you have to take care. As a son, you have to take care. That is when it becomes even more important for you to take care as a husband. You have to make time. There is time. It is not that you don't have time. It is what you want. They say that where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Don't tell me in 24 hours, you cannot take 20 minutes. I'm sure you can. Okay. So it is what you want. So coming to the next question of saying, how do you know yourself better, is where do you feel alive? In what relationship do you feel alive the most? Where do you feel the connect the most? Like, how does a relationship make you feel is more important. So based on that, you can definitely start reflecting on that. What am I feeling here in this relationship? Am I just mundanely carrying on with things, or do I feel something here? So work on these areas of how you feel. So once you get to know yourself, you will have more, you yourself will be able to invest that kind of a time during the day.
So that's what the time is. The time is what we have in our hands. That's the only thing in life which we are having in our hand. And if we are not having time for ourselves or our relationship, then what's the use? What's the point of this whole other things and having a big means money flowing, big business or whatever means. For an example, the main thing which we should have in our hands is time, and it's always clear that it has to be done with the priorities. We have to
Yes.
make our own priorities, and if from here I just understand that if we are not having time, then if we say that we are not having time, then we have to learn something to manage our time. It is not that we are having 24 hour or someone is having 48 hours in a day. If we are saying that we are not having time, then this is the time that we have to start learning how to manage the time.
Exactly. Exactly. It is not that we don't have time. It is, do we want to make time?
So how you manage your time and how you balance out? Is there any tool you use or journaling, or whether to you write on your book, or whether you write on a mobile? So how you manage your time?
I have to start off with the number of caps that I wear. To begin with, I'm a daughter first. We all stay together. My parents stay with me. So I have my own responsibility there as a daughter, as a wife, as a mother, entrepreneur, as a coach, and supervising everything that goes on in the house and at work. So, as a supervisor, also. So, having said, these are the number of caps that I wear.
So I was just
I
thinking
don't,
about
yeah.
Superwoman.
It is possible. It is possible. What I do is I don't chart out anything. If I've given an appointment to somebody, I ensure I work my rest of the schedule around that appointment. So I honor where I'm committed. So that is how I prioritize. I don't make a note of anything. It is already there in my mind. Yes, I have given an appointment to such and such person, whether it is for a procedure or for coaching. Yes, based on that, I go ahead with my daily schedule. But after 4 o'clock, it's like once kids come back from school, I give them 2 hours because that is their time. So either we sit and talk about the school, which I never get an answers for, or we go down for a walk so that we can just unwind. So that I don't plan. If you see my diary, it is completely blank. Everything is stored in my mind. Okay, this is the appointment that I have given. This is where I have to be. Based on that, I schedule it until and unless there is a medical emergency.
Wow, means that is such a clarity you are having about time, and it means that you are having such a clear thoughts in your mind that you can easily able to plan or prioritize in your head. Because for me, I generally carry a diary, and I always writing something, but sometimes I forget to see that list. But but I always
You get a feeling
always
that, oh, I'm forgetting something.
but I used to write everything, and I means relook the list again and again in a whole day and prioritize that. Okay, today was this thing which has to be prioritized more than anything else.
True. Trust me, Rakesh, this is the latest version of me. Is
Life 2.0.
Yes. I never had so much of clarity before. I could not prioritize because I wanted to be everywhere and do everything. But after coaching, after understanding what do I want to do and how can I execute things, what all I want to do during the day, has come only through coaching myself. By doing that, what I got was more clarity. And once I had clarity, I was able to prioritize things. The execution happened by itself. So otherwise, I would be all over the place.
Yes, I feel it because sometimes I try to be all over the place, and even this happens with me. Sometimes I open that. Let's start this book. You can see so many books. So I
Yes.
start with one book, and after reading 2 3 chapter, I start to get a feeling that okay, I have to read that other book first, then this book, and it started. Then something else will come, some online course will come, and sometimes I jump over it. But that coaching has really helped me to stick to the one thing and do it. So
Can I just interrupt you, Rakesh? One
yes,
second. Okay.
yes,
In the initial stages of our coaching journey, when we began, there was one session that I had with you where I wanted to read more, but I was
okay,
unable to. It is not that I did not have time. I used to give that as a reason, okay, I don't have time, I'm too tired, and all that. That coaching session, what I had with you, you peeled out every layer. And ultimately, it came out from me stating that if I can't read an entire book, I will read at least 2 pages. And trust me, it's been like 2 years or something, and I'm still doing that.
wow,
I'm still reading 2 pages a day. And the current book that I'm reading is The Anatomy of Loneliness, How to Find Your
loneliness.
Way Back to Connection. This is written by Teal Swan. It's a wonderful book.
I will definitely.
So I have been reading two pages every day. And what is happening is there is more of quality, more of learning than the quantity of completing the book. So thank you for the coaching session.
So that was part of the journey, and we understood more about coaching during our sessions. And it's great that you still do that. Means you're still giving the justification to that session and still reading 2 pages a day. And it brings me to this question: is that it is more important to read and implement something out of it instead of finishing books after books and getting taking contents from mobile, from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from Instagram, from LinkedIn, everywhere. Means instead of taking those content, if we take at least one content and implement something out of it in our own habits and life, that is more important than finishing books after books and finishing courses after courses. Because I was coaching one of the clients, and she was telling that in this year I will finish 52 books in a year. Every week
Oh my
one book.
God.
Yeah, that was crazy targets, but so I will finish one book in a year. And at that point of time, I just asked her that. Okay, you will read one book in a week, but how about the implementation of those ideas or those new concepts? Have you had any plan to do the action after reading those books? So that point of time, she started to think, and things have started to change for her.
Good. That's very nice. I mean, you're so right in saying reading the book is good, definitely good. But what is your takeaway? What are you resonating there? Like when you're talking about now, let me give you an example. Now that I'm reading this, The Anatomy of Loneliness, I have finished around 20 pages so far, and what I could resonate is with what are the 3 pillars of loneliness?
Oh,
Why do anybody feel lonely? Like there is the 3 pillars are separation, shame, and fear. I was able to resonate with that. Why does one feel lonely? So these are the pillars. See, what I do is I mark them, I make a note of it, and then I reflect. Did I go through this path anytime? And if I have passed through this, maybe that is where I was feeling this. So there's a lot of takeaways. In every book there is something that you will resonate with. Stick to that and try to reflect on that. You will find a lot of knowledge there. And when you talk about contents, Rakesh, it is all over the media.
yes.
It is confusing at times.
Yes. So I pick out from your answer is that after reading we have to reflect also on the takeaways.
Yes.
So if I ask you, and let's take it forward this podcast, and we are almost coming to the end of the podcast. And so do you listen to podcast, and how means if you are listening to podcasts, which are the top podcasts you are listening?
Nearly four podcasts right now. One is Brené Brown
Okay.
and Esther Perel. I hope I've got her name right. And the other one is Jordan Peterson. The other one is yours.
Let's talk clarity. Okay.
These are the four that I listen to.
Wow.
Every guest you get, there is so much to learn from them. There is so much that I can resonate because I have gone through the same way. So it is easy to connect.
So, Veena, we have almost coming to the end of our podcast, and generally I discuss about career transformation, productivity, and life fulfillment. So we have discussed about transformation and how to manage time, and let's come to our last topic of life fulfillment. So how one can get life fulfillment, and what means to you means how to get the life fulfillment, and is there any process or means in this materialistic world and in this means very hard press and very stressful, and means we are always doing something, how to get the fulfillment?
There is no tools or anything. As long as you listen to your heart, it will guide you. I strongly believe in that. For me, life fulfillment was where I could own a business and run the show. That was 20 years ago. Today, that is not the thing. That doesn't fulfill me. So your need keeps changing. So you need to evolve as per your need changes. So if you can strike a balance between these two, then your life is fulfilled. Only two things that I would like to conclude this is with: listen to your heart,
Listen to your heart.
be yourself.
That was such an amazing.
It's that simple.
And that was the biggest takeaway of this conversation, right? So,
Thank you.
Veena, I really love having this conversation, and we can go on and on whole day with our conversation. But let's close it down with the last question. And the last question I always ask about the future, because we have already discussed about the past and the tools, techniques. So let's talk about the future. And so where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, and whatever timeline you can say? And if you will write your autobiography, what title would you give to your autobiography?
Okay. There are 3-4 questions in that one sentence. Let me try to unfold each and every question that you asked. Where would I like to see myself down the line 5 years? Right here. I mean,
Right here.
yes, I am going to enhance my skills. The rest will follow.
So enhance your skill in coaching
And in everything, bettering myself. My priority is how can I be better today than yesterday? So this is where I'm not going to, I have no set goals to say, okay, I want to be this or I want to do my MCC or something like that. No, I'm still work in progress. I'll always be. So I would say that I will definitely be a better person than what I am today. And about my autobiography, I would like to title it as, somehow this title always has stayed with me for nearly 20 years now. It is Hopelessly Hopeful.
Oh my goodness. That was amazing. Hopelessly hopeful.
Yes, that is what would be the title. And thank you so much for creating this space. And it was just like we are having a conversation over a cup of coffee. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you, Veena, for coming on to the Let's Talk Clarity podcast and having a coffee. And though this is recorded on a Zoom call, but still you hold your space as a coach, as a mother, as a relationship coach. And that's what brought us together and being on the show, to have clarity about something about relationship and coaching. So thank you so much for opening your heart and so comfortably sharing your story and vulnerabilities with so much authenticity. Thank you, Veena.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. I mean, I would not be so comfortable if you had not created this space for me. And you're a wonderful host. And all the best in your future endeavor. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Clarity with Rakesh. Please subscribe or follow this podcast on your preferred platform so that you don't miss any important episodes. Have clarity, listen clarity, and let's talk clarity. Let's talk clarity.